Well, I said that I was gonna be wearing makeup, but why even have expectations, you know what I'm saying? I also woke up today and I was like, I'm gonna put clothes on. Because I wear my pajamas, I don't want to get out of bed like all day, so this is what I'm wearing instead of pajamas. It's a triple XL. I got this sweater for like an ugly sweater party, and you can see why. And it was the only like smaller size they had. They like go up to like 6X or something. I have like zero headspace. I don't even know how to like work this machine. So I just wanted to talk about the Nikocado Avocado situation. This is way too close, hold on. Okay, that's better. I just pretty much wanted to talk about the whole Nikocado Avocado YouTube situation, because being a vegan, I pretty much follow all of the YouTube drama pretty much. To be really into like beauty gurus, and now that I'm vegan, I've kind of transitioned into all like Freely and all that sort of stuff. I never watched Nick before this, which is crazy. Like, maybe I know nothing about him and his fan base or anything like that, but I pretty much just found him when everyone started freaking out about him not being vegan anymore. And I started watching his mukbangs and I was like, oh, like this is gross, like weird. Like he just like was always eating fried chicken and pizza, and he was doing the 10,000 calorie challenge. I'm just always triggered by those videos. I'm just like, oh, this is gross. So I started watching them, and I just like generally like mukbangs, like whether they're vegan or they're not vegan, I like to watch them. I started getting more of a feel for his personality, and I'm like, this is like a pretty nice guy. Like he doesn't seem like a demon. Yeah, he's eating fried chicken and it's gross and not good for you, but I don't know. I think this is why people don't want to be vegan, because we look crazy. Like you go in the comments and everyone's just like,
you are evil and you are eating animals and you knew like what the factory farming industry is like and what animals go through, and it's disgusting.
Which it is. I think it's really hard for people to comprehend that you can feel one way and then just like not feel that way anymore. Like Colleen Patrick Gaudreau was like a really big influencer in me becoming vegan, and she was like, it's really easy to go back to sleep, and it is. I had slip ups during my journey. I've eaten meat and cheese a few times, and like, to be honest, it wasn't amazing. I think like, oh, when I have that piece of meat in my mouth again, I'm gonna be like, oh. It's gonna be so good. It's just like food. Like, oh, this is like average. And your palate changes. So I don't even know where this is going. I'm just kind of like stream of consciousness right now. Like, sorry if this video you were expecting like a really thought out like response to all this. But the main thing that I wanted to get across in this video, this is why people don't want to be vegan, is because we look like we live a lifestyle that's unattainable, and just like we think that we're above everybody else, which I don't know. I think, and my parents, I think, are like this a lot, where they're like, oh, they like feel judged because I'm living my life in a certain way. And I'm like, you can do whatever you want. Like, I don't know. I don't feel like I push anyone. Like, I'm like, you can eat, like, but it's, I start pushing when they start pushing me. Like, my parents are like, oh,
you're not getting enough vitamins, you're not getting the nutrition. I'm like,
you're eating candy every single day and and sugary juices and fatty meat. Like, you're not nutritionally complete either, if that's like what you're trying to say. Nick, I feel like I have sympathy for him, and I have sympathy for people who give up this lifestyle, because I feel like it's not for everybody. Like, we live in a society where it's really hard to eat healthy, and I think that it's shitty. Like, when I go out to restaurants, I can find like one thing or two things on the menu that I can eat, and it's if I modify it. Like, if I take the cheese away or something like that, and it's just, it kind of puts a damper on your time. Like, I'm like a big like social, like I like going out, I like going out to eat. Going out to eat is my favorite thing ever. And like, there are vegan restaurants, but I like going out to eat, and when I go out to eat with people who eat meat and cheese, and I'm like, oh, the menu has like 30 items on it and I can only eat one or two things. It's like, I'm like, maybe I didn't even want that today. Like, I don't want a salad, I don't want a veggie burger again, I don't want the eggplant sandwich with the canned vegetables on it. You know what I mean? Like, it's without the mozzarella. Like, it just sucks sometimes. And I know it's like a life of abundance, and I truly do feel that. Like, I do. I eat whatever I want as much as I want of it, and I don't gain weight, and everything is good for me in that sense. And I take my vitamins, I feel pretty good. But I could see how it could tear people down, like, mentally, like, especially if you don't have a supportive, like, network. Like, now that I'm here living with my parents, I don't have my best friend who was also vegan. So, like, we would do all these things together. We would go out to vegan restaurants. We would, like, pop off about, like, animal rights and, like, whatever. But, like, now that I'm here, it's kind of like I'm, like, suppressed and, like, it makes you question, like, why am I even doing this? Like, so I could definitely see Nick, like, if he was being torn down mentally like that, and he was vegan for a long time, for like 10 years, I think he said. He said he didn't feel good. There were probably a million vegan things he could have done to make himself feel better. The nutrients are there, you know, to be complete. So he could have maybe tried harder, but at the same time, I just feel like it's not for everyone. Like, this lifestyle is just, I feel like it's a better choice to even just make more vegan choices. Like, I just feel like it's probably better for you, like, in this American society that we live in, where we just binge on cheese and meat and oil and fat and salt. Like, it's just like, we could use more vegetables and more whole plant foods, like rice and beans and lentils and greens and just all that stuff, but no one wants to do that. So I just feel like if you're trying your best, like, you're on my team. Like, that's all I'm saying. Like, I think every meal is a new meal, and if you ate really shitty and you had McDonald's, like, you can try harder, like, your next meal to, like, have a salad or something. Like, healthy is important, and being vegan is, like, it's not a means to an end. I think Unnatural Vegan said that. Like, she's like, it's not, like, the pinnacle. You can eat a modestly healthy non-vegan diet, but do a lot of people do it? No. I wouldn't say an eating disorder, like, at all, but I definitely had problems with food. Like, I would overeat all the time and eat a whole pizza by myself, or like half a pizza. And then I started dieting, including animal products. That was how I lost the majority of my weight, is that I was doing, like, calorie restriction. Be like, oh, I can eat like one or two, you know, those, like, packs of, like, cheese, like, where they had, like, the slices. I would eat like 2 pieces of cheese and I'd be like, oh. It gives you kind of like a high, because you're like, oh my god, like, the fat, like, I don't know, like, my friend went vegan and she, like, just looked like she was having a great time. Like, she had a spread, like, a beautiful spread of so much food. Oh my god, like, I want to try that, and I did, and I fell in love with it, and I just like being vegan. Once again, I feel like I'm going off on a tangent, but personally, what I'm saying is, if you come to my channel and you're vegan and you're, like, also an asshole, like, I'm not here for that, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like this is not a place of judgment, and this is not a place of negativity. I think whether you're vegan or not, like, come on over. I'm not gonna pretend like I know everything and that I have my diet, like, worked out to a T. Like, I don't. I feel like we can all support each other, and if you're thinking about being vegan, like, that's awesome. If you never want to be vegan, that's cool too. Like, I just feel like we should all be taking better care of ourselves, and I totally support Nick and his decisions. Like, what else can you do? Like, it's his life and he can do whatever he wants. Like, he knows all the facts. Like, if he didn't, he wouldn't have gone vegan in the first place. But, like, he knows all the facts, and he's chosen to just kind of, like, put that in the back seat for himself. And it's kind of shitty, but if it's for his mental health, for him to feel better, like, about food, like, mentally, then I can totally understand that. Because food is a huge part of our lives, and if you can't feel good about food, then you can't really feel good about anything. Like, Nick, I support you, like, do you, boo. All I'm saying is, it's hard to be vegan, but if you are feeling, like, downtrodden or whatever, you can just leave a comment and we can have fun discussions. Thanks for watching me in my no makeup and penguin sweater. I hope you like, related to some things that I was talking about, because I just feel like the vegan community is so, like, vile sometimes. Like, I just can't get behind, like, anyone. Unnatural Vegan, I, like, love her. Like, I think that she's, like, the most rational and sane out of, like, almost everybody, because she's just like, you know, things happen. There's so many, like, facets of veganism, and I think that it scares some people. Like, what is the right way to eat? Like, I don't know. And you know what? Like, I don't know. We all need to, like, just stick together more and be a community of people who are normal and not, like, super pissed and angry vigilantes all the time. Fighting for the animals is great, and I'm, like, 100% behind that, but I think we need to be more, like, pro people in the vegan movement, and, like, we need to, like, help each other, you know what I mean? Anyone in the realm of being a human has my support, and I just want everyone to know that, like, you don't have to be vegan to watch my channel. Bye, everyone. I had fun talking to you. I'm sorry I look so ugly. Bye.